Okay, here we go, Rob. I am patient, so hopefully you are listening. Could you do me a favor? Either on your paper or on your whiteboard desk, you can either be a baby, and I would be a baby, and do number 1 by changing that to 5 squared, or you can be badass and try that scary one. I don't care which one you do. Do one of the 2. We've already done these. Yeah, we get the common base.
Why do I have this awful mess?
Common base. Let's go. Common base. Tim, common base. Not exactly.
Oh, we go the other way. Oh.
Wilson, are you done with these guys?
25 is 5. Yeah, and then take, you go bang, boom, n plus 10.
-8.
N equals -8.
So, I'm not actually going to do the full second one. I'm just going to remind you. Going up. I'm going to remind you how we would do it if we wanted to. And I'm going to tell you after today, you might not ever do these like this again because we're going to learn a new way to do it. And you actually already know it. And when I remind it to you, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's so easy. So remember, look what I did. I got a common base. I'm going to cancel out those 3's. And I'm going to do a little bit of baby distribution. So I'm going to have 2a plus 4 equals 12a minus 6. I'm going to stop there because I'm lazy. I just wanted to remind you, we've done these problems already. And what we did is we found a common base. But today, we have a little bit of a problem. And here's the problem. I'm going to make 2 to the x plus 3 equal 11. And here's my issue. I can't make 2 into 11. Ever. There is no base that they share. If I keep timesing 11 by 11 by 11, it will always be odd numbers. It's not going to work.
Can you turn it to 0?
I wish I could, but then it will wipe everything out. But here's what I could do. No, because that I have to raise this to like some power, right? So here's what. We have a tool, and we're ready to use the tool. And we're going to get out our calculators, because our calculators are going to help us with this tool. And so here's my goofy analogy, because my kids remind me of this moment all the time. Hey, Mom, remember that time a bat flew in your hair when we were riding bikes in Yosemite? Yes, I remember. So here's what we're doing. We have a strange little bat family in this person's hair. And we need the bats to come down from that. We want them out of our hair. And it turns out we have a tool that we can use. And that tool is LOG. Because when you take the log of something, Henrik, it allows you to take this stuff and move it down here. Do you guys remember that? But here's what. I can't just randomly put LOG in somewhere. Oh, God, that's terrible. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. Right? So, before we do these problems, I want you to watch a couple things. The first thing is, what you should be thinking, which you're probably not, is LOG, aren't you missing a number? Like, how do I know if it's LOG 7 or LOG 73 or LOG 500? Here's what. All of those are perfectly acceptable, except our calculator only does one type of LOG. What LOG does it do? It does 10. So guess what? We're not going to do dumbass numbers. We're doing 10. We're doing 10. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't do LOG at 10. I'm even lazier than that. There is a second calculators use? Does anyone remember? It's on your buttons. And if you had me last year, you will remember, look at the buttons and think, oh, wait, she likes something even easier than LOG. The LN, which stands for natural logs. You know why I like it? Look how many letters there are. There's G's, there's O's. Look how nice LN is. It's so nice to write, right? Here's the deal. You can use LN or you can use LOG, but don't mix them. Ready? So here we go. Let's do these problems. First one up.
Find it.
Huh?
No, LN.
It's just as a little LN. Okay, you guys ready?
It's right there.
Okay, everyone's watching. I don't want to keep shouting over you guys. These are easy problems, but I want to start by giving you a warning like I did last year. Your calculator mocks you when you're not around. It talks to the other calculators and it says what a jerk you are. So here's what's important. One is be careful when you're punching things in. Two is this. Show me some work, and I'm going to show you what I mean. I have had kids on the test who did it and said, I did it all on my calculator. I'm like, fine with me. And they wrote the answer as 3.71. And the answer was not that. And they got 0 points because I can't give them any partial credit. So I'm going to show you what I would do to show work, because if you show the work and you get the answer completely wrong, I'll just give you a half a point off, right? So here we go. We're starting this problem. I have a bat in my hair. I need it to come down. I'm going to ask it to come down. I'm using LN because it's easier for me to write. You can use LOG or LN. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Easy. Now, the bat does not like the LN, so he flies down. So here's what I have. I have X, and then LN2 equals LN61. Have I lost anybody? Now, I just need to get X by itself. So I am going to divide by LN2 and LN2, and that is all on my calculator. So here we go. We're going to push it in very carefully. We want to make sure I get paranoid, and I put in like the parentheses, because I'm always worried about my calculator is going to try to take like the LN of like 4 things. So when I do it, I use an LN. You can use LOG, you get the same answer. I'm going to hit LN 61. Oh, I just hit a 9. That was bad. LN, see, 61, parenthesis, divided by LN 2, parenthesis, equals, or enter, you ready? Big drum roll here, 5.93, right? So here's what. If you didn't show me anything and you did what I did and hit a 91 instead of a 61 and you wrote 7.85 and you didn't show me that, I give you no credit. But if you have this, I'm like, oh, out of 4 points, you get 3.5, because that's the math, right? Okay, let's try the next one. Are you guys ready to do it? Okay, so on this one, the bat has a baby bat with her. Here she is. She's flying around in my hair. It's creepy. I am traumatized by it. So I need to get them out of my hair. So I'm going to use my little magical bat spray, LN and LN. What I do to one side, I do to the other. That brings the baby and her mom down. So here's what I have. X minus 7 comes down. LN8 equals LN92. Have I lost anybody? Now, before I can separate that mom from the baby, let's get rid of this LN8. Let's just get it to the other side. Are we cool with that? Now, what I have at this point is a lot of kids will start right away changing that into a decimal. I wait a hot minute, and then I get rid of the baby, right? You see how the mom and the baby are together? Now I'm going to add the baby. Once I'm there, then I put it in my calculator, right? So here's what. Right here, that's 3.5 points out of 4 on a test, right? Even if everything else goes to hell, right there, you showed me a lot of work. So putting in our calculator nice and carefully. Do be careful. Don't do ln 92 plus 7 because your calculator is going to try to make that ln 99, right? So do it in the right order. ln 92 divided by ln 8. Enter plus 7. Say it again, Jason. 1, 8, yeah? If we want you to go to the tenths.
Wait, it's 9.74.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
How about that?
it's 9.174,
Okay, here we go.
which means it stays at 7.
Yes, 9.9.17. We can go to the hundreds here, not the tens. How did we do? Yeah? Okay, you guys ready to try one on your own? Oh, I like this one. True story. Imagine I'm walking in Yosemite with my husband. That's me. That's my husband. Hit one more time.
Whoa.
The bat flies into my hair. What does Joe do?
Runs away.
Yes, he does. He runs away. He's like, dear Jesus, you have a bat in your hair. So thank you, honey. So in other words, what you want to think about is this. You got to get this by itself. You got to get the person with the bat in there alone before you do the bat spray. Right? You don't want to bat spray other people.
Sure you do.
So I would at that point. I'd be like, you're going down, honey. So here we go. 7 to the x equals, I'm going to start there, right? So that's that step that says isolate the exponent. We want to get that thing with the exponent all by itself. I think it's 37. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, use your bat spray. Bring the bat down. Get rid of that ln7. Once you get the hang of these, so easy.
Is it
They look really
1.85?
impressive. I haven't done it yet.
I was asking the people.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I know the drill.
37 divided by ln 1.86.
Damn it. Hate the rounding thing.
I know. If you're gonna round, you gotta round. Okay. Try the next one. Here's the hint on this one. I'm with my daughter. How could I tell? Well, she's got a bad attitude, so she doesn't even want to be at Yosemite with me. And again, bat flies in my hair. Caroline takes off. She is out of there. If you, and now even to this day, she'll say that. Remember that time my bat flew in your hair? I'm like, yeah, I do remember that. Thank you for remembering. And she'll say, remember that time you woke up in the middle of the night and you stubbed your toe in the vacuum and you broke your toe? Remember how funny that was? Yes. I do remember that. It wasn't funny. And the bat thing was a little traumatizing.
You stubbed your toe on the
I did. I was walking and
I gave myself a concussion trying to get back in bed in the middle of the night.
yeah, I was going to say, see, remember that time? So add the 5 before you start. Get rid of, remember, we're isolating this guy. That is you. Before we bat spray, get rid of anyone who is not supposed to be there. Right? Yeah, I think the answer is a lovely 0.5. Love that answer.
I like this a lot better
I
than the
do
other
like
crap
this.
you had.
I like it. Anyone need anything? Are we okay?
What did you do?
Oh, good question. So here's what I did. Let me get rid of this. I am going to add 5 to both sides, right? So I've got 4. So 3x equals 8. Yeah. I'm ln'ing it to get that little bat down, right? So I've got 3x. So I'm going to say 3x equals ln 8 divided by ln 4. You still with me? And then divide by 3, and I just wrote it like this.
Okay.
Nice and easy. Start here, divide by 3. Yeah. You good? Okay, I think we got 2 more to do. We're going to dive into the last one, or the second last one. So, we got a lot happening here. And if you could do this, you got this. So let me tell you what's going on. We got my husband, we got my daughter, and we have the bat, and she has a husband and a daughter, right? So here's what we got to do. First thing is, get rid of your squirrely daughter, right? We're going to isolate this guy. Our job is to isolate this. So we're going to do the opposite of PEMDAS, right? We're unwrapping this present. Get rid of the 2, then divide by 6. Then, when I am standing here alone with a freaking bat family in my hair, then use your bat spray to bring them down, get rid of me, and then separate out the mom and the baby. Right?
What's 84 divided by 7?
It is 14. Get your coupon over there.
Thank you.
Crap. This is a lot of extra steps.
We only have a couple of these to do. We don't have a lot of them. Oh, I added the 2 and then divided by 6.
-.149.
You get rid of the 2 first
Or 1.145.
and then divide by 6.
You divide, you do the ln minus ln 14, ln 16, and do minus 2 divided by 7.
Love that. Love that.
Were you
So
talking to me?
here's where I'm at. I cleaned up that 82 by adding the 2 and then divided by 6. Now I bring my little bat family down right there. Then I get rid of the stupid LN. He's over there. So here's what I got left. Now, for me, I don't start doing my calculating. I don't want to work with a decimal. So I'm going to keep it like this, and now I'm going to do the regular way that we solve problems here. Remember, this is the mom bat right here. She's the thing we want by herself. So we're going to subtract 2 over here, right? And then finally divide the whole thing by 7, Jace. That's perfect. So we're going to do it nice and slow, order of operations. Another way you could write it like this, look at this, and that actually tells you exactly the order to do on your calculator. Inside out. Start here, subtract 2, divide by 7. You know what's hard about these? Not the log stuff, just the order of operations. Just the order of operations. I said added 2, divided by 6.
And that's what's 14.
Yes, 84 divided by 6 is 14. Does that make sense? So,
Added 2
added
to
2.
82, and you divided that number by 6.
Okay. Nice. So, you got time. You got 27 minutes. We got time here. You have 60 problems, but you're going to do 10.
Yay.
Skip 3 on the front, skip 3 on the back. I made 2 mistakes on the answer key, and I'm going to give you those corrections right now. And then you got the rest of them. And in 10 minutes from now, I'm checking off last night's homework. So if you were flaky, now's the time to do it. Give you 2 seconds, baby.